Hello and welcome or welcome back to my home. We are refinishing our hardwood floors in the new house and turning them from this orangey, dingy, dark color to new white oak. We are installing light fixtures, pot lights, and just getting all of the new house projects done in today's video. I hope that you enjoy and stick around. They turned out so good. Let's jump right in. I'm sure as hell not. We went to Home Depot and used their rental services and tried to rent a buff sander, but it did not do anything, so we ended up going with the drum sander as well as the edging sander. The drum sander was definitely very intimidating at the start, but once you get the hang of it, it's really not too bad. So while I was drum sanding all of the floors, Aaron, my husband, was installing the pot lights here. The goal was to take these dark and orangey floors and again turn them into a nice light white oak. I think they turned out so great. This is definitely not a how-to video as I am not a professional. I suggest either hiring a professional or watching YouTube videos like we did ourselves if you were looking to DIY it yourself. So once we got the upstairs and the main floor finished, we wanted to work through the main level. We did start upstairs in the bedroom closets as we didn't want to mess it up, and if we did, it was going to be in the closets and it wouldn't really have mattered. And then it was time to move down to the main floor. I don't know what type of wood this is, but it sanded a lot different and better than the upstairs red oak. But I want to say it's got to be like pine or something, or just a newer floor. I'm not really sure. This was the side that had all of the discoloration though, and so they did still need to be done. Stay tuned as I'm going to be sharing a ton of before and afters throughout the video. Using this edger was honestly back-breaking work. It was so intense how strong it was and just how you had to really use your muscles and your body to move it around, but also to hold it in place, as if you didn't, it would definitely take the lead and just pull you. After sanding, they already looked so much better, but we wanted to make sure that we stained them and sealed them. We did a ton of research, and seeing as we had the red oak floors upstairs, we did go ahead with the brand Bona, as they are well known to get rid of that reddy orangey look and give you a more lighter wood white oak finish. So these are the two that we used. My husband and my father-in-law went ahead and did it together. They worked together. They watched a ton of YouTube videos to make sure that they were doing it properly. And in the meantime, while they were doing that in the upstairs bedrooms, I went ahead and used a tack cloth to make sure that there was no debris left or anything like that after sanding and edging the floors, as obviously that dust and debris and dirt would have stayed in the flooring, and then that wouldn't have been good. I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow, and the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
That's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. It's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
I about had a heart attack when I saw how dark the floors looked with the stain, if I am being totally transparent and honest. And so you do have to trust the process when doing this project, like most DIY projects. And I have to say, I am so happy with how they turned out. Now, after we got that first coat on, I had to go through and sand the floors using a 220 grit. And I am just using a sanding screen from Home Depot. And it ended up working out really, really great. We ended up doing 3 coats of the Bona Stain and Seal. Good morning. It is, I think, day 4. I have no recollection of time right now. I think we're on day 4 of refinishing these hardwood floors, maybe day 5. Regardless, here we are, the last step of refinishing our floors. I'm sorry if it sounds a little echoey. Obviously the house is empty still. We are still not moved in. 1 week from today is moving day, which is so exciting. So we are finishing these floors, getting them done, and then all we have to do is finish some last minute painting and cleaning, and we will be ready to move in. So with that being said, I'm going to give you a little update and share with you what we are doing. So on camera, they are looking quite orangey, but in person, they are really, really nice and light, and they just look so great. This is with the Bona sealer as well as the stain. So we did 2 coats of stain, and we did 2 coats so far of the top coat. We use I think it's satin. We use satin finish, and I am loving how they turned out. For more durability, we are going to add in another layer of the top coat. Again, just to kind of give them more durability as we like their floors, and we have 2 little kids, and I just think it would be a smart thing to do that. For some reason, all of the floors in the upstairs, bedrooms and stuff, do look more orangey on camera, but I promise you they are not. You can see the stairs are not finished. That is a project we are going to do once we are moved in, as we are just getting to crunch time and running out of time, and this can be a weekend project, no big deal. Down here, this is kind of the real look of them. They all look this color, but the lighting isn't as good up there as it is down here, as my husband installed the pot lights, which obviously bring a lot of light in general. And then of course we have the natural light from the big window there, from the front door, and then around the corner there is the dining area, which brings in a lot of natural light through that sliding door. And obviously we need to install the light fixture in the dining area still, but you can see again the floors are just a lot lighter. And so this is what they look like in the bedroom as well, but again it's pulling a more orangey tinge just because of the lighting in there, which we do need to change. Again, that'll be a future house project, but I am loving how they look. Let me know down below what you guys think. This has been a labor of love, so I am just finishing up sanding the floors with a 220 grit screen, so that tonight when my husband is off of work, he can put the final coat of the sealer. I think it's called the sealer, which is the top coat.
To keep it nice and clean, not freak out and cause a scene. I try to hold it together, keep it together, not sure who I really am, just be cute and super bland. I try to hold it together, keep it together.
So now the question is, what color vents do we get? White or black? Let me know what you would do down below.
Been playing it down, but I'm so getting tired. Now won't you meet high? 'Cause I've been feeling that crazy, and I need to lose control. So baby, put the record on, baby, put the record on, hit it.
Real life moment slash behind the scenes. That's what the kitchen looks like. This is the 220 grit sanding screen that I was telling you about. We got it from Home Depot. It is for their square and buff sander, and so we just cut it to size for our little pole sander. And these are the tack cloths that I was using. What I did is I just ended up hooking it onto my Enjo, kind of like a hack job, but it actually ended up working out really, really great to pick up, again, all of the sand that was left over. The house is really coming along, and we are just doing some finishing touches, taking off some of that green painter's tape. Sharing some of this footage is so cool to look back on just how much brighter the house is and how everything was, again, just looking so much greater and brighter. We then went ahead and installed the new dining room light, which at nighttime looks so cute. I love it. And then during the day here, you can see it is just so stunning. I love it so much. And it is also dimmable, which is really great. Don't worry, I do plan on showering like one of these days in my life. Just kidding, today's the day. But we got the light fixture for the dining room installed last night. Today is hopefully the last day of DIYing and painting. So I just need to do a layer of cutting in. You can't see it, but I need to do a cutting in the whole main area. So I expect this to take me hours as I am doing it by myself. And then we have like the trim in the bay window, the trim in the dining room window behind me, right over there, around there, and then in the kitchen as well. So I need to do all of that, hopefully to get it all done today, so that tomorrow I can clean the snot out of this place. Like I need to do all the interior of the cabinets and stuff. Like none of it was cleaned when we moved in. All the exterior, like the window tracks, just like all that deep cleaning. And then packing on Monday, as Tuesday is moving day officially. And I am so excited. We have the movers coming. And so there's a lot to do. Yeah. Let's wrap this up. Let's get it done. I did bring in some clothes from the girls' room. This is actually all of their clothes. And then those are their stuffies from their bed. I told them to pack all of them up except for one, as there's only 3 days before we get to move into the house, which is really exciting. So these again are all of their clothes. At our rental house, we had 2 rods. So I would hang my youngest daughters on the bottom, my oldest on the top. But for now, this is what we're gonna do. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to get like a stool or something so my youngest can reach. But to be honest, they wear clothes 2 days a week. Otherwise they are in their school uniforms. So I need to declutter this. I need to organize it, but that's gonna be another video. So just where we are at right now. Currently, the rest of the room is empty. So again, movers come in T-minus 3 days. Okay, so as you can see, the kitchen is all painted white as well. We painted the ceiling. We didn't even know that this fan up there was black, like it looked brown. But now that the walls are white, it really pops, and it's not that bad. I don't mind it. So this is where we are keeping the kitchen for now. I'll give you a little side. I need to push the stove back as we painted the wall like behind it, and as you can see, it's really dusty, needs to be cleaned. That is going to be another video. Okay, and then this is the other side of the kitchen. It looks so much brighter having them white. I need to paint the trim still, which I will be doing today, but everything else is done. Down in the basement here, as you can see, it is all white and bright. And the black fireplace looks so good now. We've been having pizza and movie nights. And yeah, there's just like a couple toys, as you can see, that the girls are playing with while I finish painting.